Slappy here. Since it looks like we're going to be staying home a lot longer, I want to start doing some videos so we can do some art making together. I am in my home. You can see my colorful collection of masks right here behind me. So bear with me. This is my first time making a video tutorial, but I hope by watching me, you guys can do this at home. So today for our project, we are going to be making agamographs. An agomograph is inspired by an Israeli artist named Yaakov Agam, and he does flat work and sculptures. And I'm going to show some pictures of his work as soon as I'm done with this little part of the video. But basically, an agomograph is an image that can be viewed in two different directions. So if you see my picture here, if we look at it in one way, you can see a seahorse. And if I turn it in the opposite direction, you can see a giraffe. So this is actually pretty simple to make at home. So stay tuned and follow along to make your own. I would love it if you guys sent me pictures of agamographs that you are making, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I'm going to post all these lessons there too at Gluology Art Class. See you guys. Okay everyone, so right now we are going to begin our agomograph. And to do that, you just need to start with two pictures. You can do two pictures of anything you like. I chose two of my favorite animals. I made a giraffe and a seahorse, which is really my favorite. And just to use some more artistic principles, on my giraffe, I used warm colors, red, oranges, yellows. And on my seahorse, I used cool colors, purple, blue, and browns. You just need to start with two pictures. They don't have to be animals. They can be pictures of anything. In fact, the artist that inspired this project, Yaakov Agam, his pictures are mostly just geometric, different pictures of shapes. So if you just want to make shape patterns, that's fine. But you're going to need two pictures that are the same size. These are on construction paper, and I am holding them vertically. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my paper over, and using my ruler, I'm just going to measure equal stripes. They should be about 1 inch, which is what a ruler is. I've already done my giraffe, and right now I'm going to do my seahorse. So I'm just going to put my ruler up against the edge. I'm going to trace the side of my ruler. I'm going to go all the way across, and I'm going to keep going until I run out of room. This ruler is slightly over 1 inch, so I'm going to end up with a tiny bit of little extra space. That's okay. That part's just going to get thrown away at the end, but it's not going to ruin my program, my project at all. So now we have our two pictures, and we want to label them because we are going to be cutting them up and re-gluing them together to make our agomograph. So I like to label them with letters and numbers to keep it separate and to help you, to prevent you from getting confused. So I'm going to start with my first one, doesn't matter, and I'm going to label these strips in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to go to my other paper, and I'm going to label this one with letters. That way there's never going to be two number 1s or two number 2s. So this is going to be A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Okay guys, I'm sorry, this is my first time doing it, so a little bit of trial and error, but I actually have to make a correction to the video. When you are making your background paper, your numbers are going to go in order descending, meaning backwards. So it's 8, then 7, then 6, then 5. Same thing with your letters, okay? So if you're starting with a number 1, you're just going to start on the other side. So ignore my little mishap with the labeling in the next part of the video. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is prepare our background paper, which we are going to glue our other two pictures to once we cut them out. So this is a large piece of construction paper, 12 by 18. It's exactly the same size as these two pictures if they were taped together. If you don't have a large piece of construction paper and you only have the smaller size, that's fine. Just tape two pieces together. And we're gonna do the exact same thing that we did to make stripes. So I'm gonna take my ruler, I'm gonna hold it against the edge, and I'm gonna go across, and I'm going to make my stripes. I'm always tracing my ruler so that they are the exact same size as the stripes that I made on the picture. About halfway done. And after we draw our stripes, we're gonna put some labels on them so that we know what strip is going to go where when we cut it out. And we are almost ready. And that's gonna be that little extra room that's gonna end up getting cut off. So I'm gonna start with this paper, the seahorse, which is the letters, okay? So I'm gonna do A is gonna go here. This is where it gets a little confusing. You are gonna skip every other one. So it's A, blank, B, blank, C, D, E, F, G. So all of those strips are gonna go in that spot. In the spots in between, you're gonna put your numbers. So this is gonna be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is our extra, it's gonna get cut off. The next thing you are going to do is you are going to carefully fold this like a fan. You're gonna make your folds on those black lines. So you wanna go nice and slow to make sure that you're really getting your folds nice and even, back and forth. You might wanna have a mom or a dad or a grandma help you with this, because this is, you wanna be pretty neat, but if you go nice and slow, you're gonna get a great fold. See how I've already started. Okay, so now I have folded my whole paper, and you can see, I know it got cut off in my last video, but this is that little extra that we're not going to use. So I'm just going to take my scissors, cut that off. We could put that in the garbage pile. If we were in class, we would know that garbage goes in the middle, but everyone's at home, so you can just put it straight in the garbage can. And we also are not going to need, I'm gonna just get rid of these little edges here. My poor giraffe is going to lose some of his ear, but he's not complaining. And this little, we didn't have enough room for this whole strip, so we're just gonna get rid of it. And now what we're gonna do is we are just going to cut all of these strips up. So we wanna keep them organized so that none of them turn upside down. So I'm just gonna cut them all up one at a time. And I'm just gonna keep them in order and come back to you guys in 2 more minutes when I finish cutting. Okay, so now I have my background paper folded. I have my 2 pictures cut up into strips. And what we are going to do right now is assemble our Agomograph, put it all together. So you can use liquid glue or glue stick. And you're just gonna follow the instructions that you made for yourself. So my first strip says A. I'm gonna put a little glue down. And I am gonna put strip A right in section A. Push it down, so it's nice and secure. Okay, so now I have all my pieces glued on my Agomograph. One recommendation I might suggest is before you glue them, lay them all out just to make sure that they are lining up right. Sometimes if you turned your paper upside down or something accidentally, your numbers might be in the opposite order. So just before you glue anything, it might be a good idea to put it out. And what you're gonna have is every other stripe is gonna be part of the picture. So you can see my giraffe is spread out in between my seahorse. So after you do that, you're going to your Agomograph is essentially done, and you're gonna go refold that up into its fan shape. And when you open it, when you look at the picture from one direction, you have one image. So when you look at it from this side, you see the seahorse. And if you flip it around to the other side and you look at it from the other direction, you have a giraffe. And that is an Agomograph. I know I'm not doing the best job showing how it looks, but they're pretty cool in real life. And you hold them straight, you can look at them from side to side and see your different images. So I would love if you guys tried this at home and sent me some pictures through Dojo of what you made. You can also send me a message on Instagram. I am at Gluology Art Class. So good luck and keep on crafting. And here we get a nice shot of both of our pictures, turning from side to side. Seahorse and giraffe.